Londis, oh, he saw me log in. Yes, indeed, we're here. We're here. We need to grab that and let's spam a few of the social medias. There we go, that's one of them down. And is that twitted? That has twitted. Very good. It has twitted for me. Right, now I need to maybe Facebook. Can you all hear me? Am I loud and clear? I look loud and clear. God, this keyboard is awesome, but it is loud, even in this room. Vector ND Lizard Shotgun again. I think I've had that virtually every time that daily login reward has gone past. Yes, I have. Savik, hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, very me. Right, what are we doing to... Well, let's grab Londis, because he just stood there like a lemon. Gonna check GMI. Just to make sure that there's not some better priced symbionts. Yes, and if you weren't here last time, let me just turn around into the light. Check it out. Bragging rights. Yes, I have. I went at the raid, there you go. Many ACs. The only reason I'm not actually wearing it is I have to twink to put that back on. It's 950 comp lit. And I can't just throw it on and off. Otherwise, I would. But yes, look. 3k adult def 100. Max health 2000. Max nano 1000. Healing. It's a good all-round bit of kit. Yes, it is. Very good back armor for, well, anyone. The healing efficiency for 10% though. Pretty nice. Good for tanks. Right, let's have a look. See. Search. Intelli Infant. Let's see if the prices are any better today than they were yesterday. You never know. Yeah. Sell orders. Right. Look, we wanted a foot. Nope. Still terrible. And we want a right hand. It's better, but still... No. No, I don't fancy... Lemon calling in for duty. Come in, Lemon. Yes, indeed. No, won't be buying those. I nearly bit the bullet, bought a Grace today to sell, but then I thought, no, you can't afford it. Things are just really tight with the lockdown and with the everything. So yeah. Well, mind you, if Twitch pay out next month, which I think they will do, somehow they decided I was like $1 short of payout. Like they said it, you got to hit $100 total in before we pay you. So, and whenever they counted up to, it must have been the day before a bunch of people resubbed, and yeah, it didn't give it me. So stopped at 96 point and pence, and just went, nope, we're not paying you. So, okay. But it's sat there, so... And then this month, a lot of people have been very kind with bits and stuff as well, which is all good. Because now bits actually have a function now. You can... there you go. That should... Oh, it doesn't do it. Live screen, right, okay.
This is a test bit alert.
There we go. See, that's now working. Yeah, I didn't actually give myself bits. Apparently, I tried to do it and it wouldn't let me. It says you can't cheer your own channel. I was like, but why? I like the voice. I thought it was a bit better than the other one. I thought it sounded slightly more natural. Oh, we got a ding. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. What? Arisalit has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. Yes, indeed. Right, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing this evening. Matching tank armors, yes. Savik is much bigger than me. There you go. But yes, I think it looks okay. I think I've gotten used to the little pointies coming out. Like, you know, Sav has got the she's got the Omni things there. Oh, we got a Splunk. Londis has subs gifting a seer to the community. Londis gifted a sub to Wise Guy. Oh, well, thank you very much, Londis. Very kind of you, sir. Much appreciated. So now you can spam the chat. You can spam the chat like that. I need to change the battery on my thing. Right, 2 seconds, and I quickly swap over the battery component. I'm not sure I want it. Looks like a cult thing. Cult life. Yes, there you go. You gotta be very careful. And how quickly you say that. Right, so yeah, I think this is a good look. Just need to get out in the light for it. But matching tank. I'm even thinking I might wear this as daily driver armour. A little easier to see there in daylight. The only downside with it is the back of the shoulder blades poke through a little bit too much, but from the front it looks pretty good. Because you just get the top bits. I mean, I can do without the shoulder pads showing, but that could look weird. But it is a good tank. I mean, I was showing the stats before, but it's 3k across all ACs, which is nice. 100 to adult def, always handy. 2000 max health, 1000 nano. Healing efficiency, 5%. Heal delta, 5. Nano delta, 5. Nano resist. Oh, resist snare, root, and mez. Mahalik wants the subway again. We could do the subway again, but I was thinking of maybe... can we do a TNH run? I've not done subway for a while. Since yesterday, yes. We could do. Could we do a TNH run? We could do a TNH run, couldn't we? That could be cool. I'm waiting for a Mihalik to appear somewhere on here, but I don't know the name of all his tunes. I know the ones like Alessandra usually, and then I can't think what his Enforcer's called, but I know as soon as they turned up. Dozed off a little in the subway nearly. Londis, get your pet. Londis, your pets are biting my backside. Get them away from me. It was more like that than it was like anything else. Right, Sav is now leader. Walk up to Carl screaming, Londis! Londis! Yeah, they mind control a pet class. It mind controls the pets as well, so yes. We could do Subway. I'd like to farm things. Like maybe do a TNH run first. quick Temple and TNH and Subway. Yeah, we could do that. Okay then, Temple first then. Unless Mihalik wants to go off and get all the things in one evening. We could, but you know, got to skedaddle later, so... Although I can probably stay a bit later tonight, I don't know. But, you know, people have to go to bed. They have to, even with lockdown and everything else, they have to get up and work. See, Savik's such a grown-up and sensible. She gets up on time for work and everything, even though, you know, she's working from home and stuff. Yeah, but the Temple of the Three Winds is relatively painless. And I can bring people to Subway now. Unfortunately, if I start with something else, I might not have the people for it. Okay, yeah, so Subway. Alright, well, jump on LFT and Savik should be able to grab you and stuff. Sifted Sands, I know that name. He's in Storm, isn't he? Or he was. Are you on limited time this evening, are you, Mihalik, or...? Or we're just going to blast that and then head off elsewhere. I only want to do a TNH run to see if I can get some symbionts, you know. It's like doing the other one just for that. We can do that maybe like tomorrow when I'm not streaming. Do a bit of a TNH farm. MT fine, or a different one for Subway. Maybe something else for the Subway, but we're doing Temple first. Once we're a raid group, anyway. I feel Mihalik will have a strong opinion on this, probably. Let's wait for him. Yes, Mihalik has some very strong... He's got some very forthright ideas about team form when it comes to certain raids. And generally speaking, he's completely right. So I'm quite happy to go along with it, you know? It's one of those. He's bringing his soldier, which leaves a bit more space for everyone. I'm just checking my sound there. It's weird. That delay, and then it plays the delay back, and... Oh yes, like Savik gets the night off from playing Doctor again. I think NT's completely fine in there. I don't think it's a problem. What do we have? We've got Keeper, Krat, NT, Soldier. Wise Guys come on his NT, which does work. I mean, kaboom, 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 and all that. Ew, MP, gross. No, he's on his NT. I can distinctly see the nano deck right there. See, needs more soft pepper pistol though. Have a look at your NT. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. I mean, there's better items, but yeah, they're not easy to get. Soft pepper pistol, though. They're bloody expensive. It turned out I just farmed one on my level 200 fixer. Just the mission reward drops, so I just farmed it. Soft pepper pistol. What does it give? Like an extra 20 odd. You just make sure you've never got any ammo, and you never ever shoot it. Savik is saying she can be on her dock if Hemo wants. She can be on her trader if Hemo wants to play Doctor. I kind of find. I think we lean on Sav doing that. I'm quite happy on Keeper because I'm streaming, so I'm having to talk and all that. So having something like Keeper's a lot easier to play than, you know, most other things because the buffs Keeper's got. I was thinking though, is it worth me rejigging my perks? Get rid of Order of Arrival and get Blessing, because I was looking at that. And you get a little one, Lay on Hands, which I do remember using before. Demotivational Armour. Curing Touch, which is another direct heal, isn't it? So that could be a thing. Alessandra, Subway first. Oh, right, okay. Subway first. I thought we were doing the temple first. Ugh, God. More caffeine, please. ICC, where frame rates go to die. God, they do ever, don't they? And it really does not matter which engine I'm on or anything. It's always awful here. And at the minute, we're kind of okay because we've still got 2 hours of charge by the machine buff. Which ain't bad. We've still got the band. Well, we've got the percussive band over here with the bongos. 55 to 65 frames a second here. Like 17. You're doing well then, Sav. What processor have you got? I'm wondering if that has much to do with it. Oh, you should get more than 18. Let me just check. There's nothing running in the background. No, there doesn't seem to be. Oh, except Premiere Pro was running in the background. Well, that's just freed up a ton of resources. Oh, God. Oh. Origin. Why is... Why you do this, Origin? The only reason Origin is on my system is because I got the freebie offer for... That's a little better. Let's have a look now. Yeah, exactly the same. Because there was a free offer on the Epic Store. So you got Battlefront 2 for free. So I played most of the campaign and went, yeah, okay, I'm bored now. i7-8700. That's a solid CPU for gaming. psychiatric guy who has just gone, wait a minute, we're all in the same, we've all got the spike, we've all got the armour. He's probably just looking and gone, hey, look, we've all got it. So he's wearing his with beast shoulder pads and azure. It's also got, looks like flycatcher specs on there. What are they? Another doctor as well. Yes, there you go, flycatchers. Very, very, very handy. If you haven't got the beast helmet for twinking. In fact, he's got a nice setup there, actually. Pistol dark, but really nice setup. Step inside. My graphics card is less good than yours. Didn't you have a 10 series? A Pascal card? 1050 Ti or something? I remember you saying. Maybe the 980's got a bit more. I think, even though it's an older generation, I think the 980 is a little quicker maybe. I mean, in here, it's pretty good. Effects have I got running? Just SMAA. I could probably turn that up, but it doesn't really have a big impact for me, that. I mean, on the stream you probably won't even see the jaggies. The actual aliasing. $1050 Ti, it probably is because it was top of the range on its generation, wasn't it? And the 1050's like the cut down Pascal, but it is newer. It has got more features on the Pascal card. But yeah, probably straight in just straight rasterization rendering, it probably is a little tougher, probably a little stronger, maybe. It doesn't use the features. Most of that is your CPU being a little better horsepower than mine, because mine's an i7 3000 series, so your 8700 is a lot better. Yeah, you can't really see the aliasing on Twitch, so I'll leave it off for now. I say accidentally. Oh, FXA is off, so. Smooth animations are more useful. There we go. Yeah, this card was a gift as well. I still can't get over someone did that for me. It was because I was trying to play Skyrim at 1440p, or with the textures and stuff, and I just kept running out of video memory, because my 680 that I had and the 670 still only have 2 gig of VRAM, so jumping to 4 gigabyte meant I could get away with it. With a bit of clever tweaking rather. 1080p screen. Yeah. I would think, yeah, help a little. I mean, I can set the game at 1080p, but the distance I'm from the screen. Plus, when you run, I used to do it as well on the old client, was run at 1080p on a 1440p monitor, and it always looked blurred. Because it's not like 1/4, it needs to be sort of 1/4 to get the scaling correct, and it never does. It just looked a bit pants, really. So, yeah. Hence my joy when I could finally run at native resolution with the new engine. I've kind of stuck with it ever since. Speaking of, let's get some lighting sorted out. There we go, Guildbot, help me out here. Let's have Rubicar light. It's a little nicer. Well, you can kind of see how much more real estate you get, if you know what I mean. I think I did a video on scaling, using DSR scaling. It's quite funny. In 4K, it was like, how can you even need that, you know? Because the UI just doesn't scale. It just stays the same as it always is. It's the UI and that's it. Move the camera around for you guys. I had a Savic on my head then. Everything has too much HP. Bit of a lag spike for me there. Everybody paused for a second. Doesn't like Murders is still AFK, so... Okay, Murder can't come. Let's find someone else. Anyone on stream like to join us? Just jump on here and make sure you've got Calot or something like that though. Anyone have a trader? We could use a trader. Quite like the mock flock wallpaper here with that pattern. I think I've got the doggies on me or something. Checking something out from Streamlabs as well while I think about it. Alright, just checking my audio very quickly. Checking my audio very quickly. Yeah, seems okay. I think one of the other big factors is I've got Chrome running in the background so I can read chat easier. So I can't resize the text in OBS, it's annoying. Unless I can. Setting. Yeah, the simplest thing you would want to adjust in chat for your own thing, like font size. It doesn't let you do it. Not from there, really. Can't see it there. Always drop the unstable augmentation device, which can change all your things. And what was the shirt? Counterfeit Froob t-shirt. Which ain't bad. The HUD item's nice, I can attest to that. 50 add all there. On top of which, it also rotates your damage type. It's quite nice. In the right situation. I don't have much else to put there yet. I mean, if I had an ACDC, that's what would go there. So yes, we're still looking for a trader, if anyone has one. Does anyone have Glit Trader? Oh, bear with me, and there's an alarm going off on my phone that I still haven't gotten rid of. Okay, here I am back. So, cabbage net. Join. Unknown user. Thank you. Who's online actually? Didn't really look. How many people? Thanks has started someone new by the look of it there. Doc Solo's on. Melanania is always on. like a chat relay or something. That's Nem, I think. So if anyone has a dock, and then Sabic can switch to trader as well. Oh, rigged. Yes. It's all rigged. Does anyone have a trader or a dock in chat? So who's on here? Not a single. There's one doctor and no traders, unfortunately. No one in chat at all? Or are you just still eating or doing whatever you're doing? So, chat. Londis has got a trader, but do we want to crack instead? Because the crack debuffs are pretty quick to land, aren't they? We need a Krat too. Yes. This is the thing. I feel like I've got VSync on, you know. My mouse feels a bit... Pretty sure I don't. Don't think you can do it from here either. I know. We will keep on clearing until we can find more people. Something actually aggroed me. So just spiked a bit of damage there. I'm going to switch auras then. And we want barrier. Right, we've got a dock coming. Then Sav can swap to her trader. And we can drain the snot from Eumenides. Yay! Draining the snot from Eumenides. Traders are very underrated in raids. People need to remember that if you prefer not to have reflect and nukes at the beast, take a trader. Yes, but Sav's trader drains its snot from his nose, fire his backside. It's very uncomfortable. Oh, hello, we got another dingage. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. $5 too has reached enlightenment. Congrats, dude. So it seems we've got the full team for this raid, so we're good to go now. How is chat doing, by the way? Who's in chat? Some people have been rather quiet. I can see Gwen. I can see Gwen Clue. Spinner thing. PS 1966, Warped Pinion, Zorgin, Araxia, who followed. I missed it. Someone followed. And a few others. Yeah, don't be afraid to chat. Once again, joining from the office. Right, everyone be quiet. He's watching in the office, so if we can all just whisper, you know. And if he says Kinnears, then we just go, yeah. So if you could email that over to me, I can get that out to the buyer. And yes, thank you. Yes, and then just hang up, you know, casually. Londis, what's an office? It's that you know, strange buildings people used to go to and shuffle paper around and annoy each other. I have a vague memory deep in the past. I am Hammerforge's only orgmate in Illuminati. Okay. Oh, the PC had a load letter machine. Yes. Shh. Can you turn the PDKP down, please? Otherwise, you know. I got big ACs, gift of assurance, yes. Let's switch out to Handy HUD. No talk back from the cheap seats, yes. Subway again today, eh? Yeah, we're gonna do more than just Subway today, though. Hopefully, want to do this bit of Temple. I want to do a TNH run. See if I can't get the last 2 IntelliSims that I need, or maybe one more. You never know. Yeah, I'm not paying out the current asking price that I see some for on GMI. A little too rich for my blood. I might just leave a buy order there for one. See what I can get. So we're doing Eumenides, who is, in fact, the hardest boss in this dungeon. Actually, no, I'm starting to think it's still Virgil, you know. Now we've got this kind of done, as long as we don't make us, you know, we don't slip up at any point. It ain't too bad with Eumenides. We need some more emotes to spend this notum on, don't get me wrong. I love the thinking. Yeah, it works, doesn't it? It's not intentional, that's my YouTube sort of channel icon. I just made it an emote here, you know. It ain't too bad if you have a very specific team setup. Virgil's more flexible. And this is true, yes. I will look at how I make more emotes tomorrow. I will sit and look at that, because obviously I do need to give you guys some more toys to play with. And you're going to pull out the stim fiends from in the room. Yeah. Let's have a quick look. If I... Yeah. Can't remember where you had them. Create a dashboard. Extension? No. Community? No. Preferences? They don't make it easy to do things on bloody Twitch, you know. Affiliate setting? notifications on the channel. Can't spend too long looking at this, otherwise it's going to foobar up, isn't it? I can't even see where I added the bits. I'll look at that another time because it's going to take... I'm going to have to Google how to add emotes, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to make them. When you, I'm guessing you probably don't, because I know people who are a partner and they said, "Oh God, this interface is geriatric. You know, it's all over the shop kind of deal." You literally got to go how to add emotes Twitch. Subscribe emotes for partners and affiliates. You have to go to the Twitch help article for it to tell you. It's so unintuitive. Uh-oh. Virgil isn't happy with us. I'm ready for the redo. Just waiting now. Virgil's, not Virgil, Eumenides isn't happy with me. On your dashboard on the left hand sidebar, click Viewer Rewards. Right, I've got to find that first. I'm not doing this once we get in the main room because I need to be thinking, focused. This is horrible to deal with. Dashboard on the left hand sidebar, click on Viewer Rewards, then Emotes. Oh, got a bling. What was the bling? Shadow Saber is now following. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, well, it's not where they said it was. Your rewards. Emotes! Tier 2. Delete that from there. Get rid. Fatty's head. Which I've got. Right, I can do it now. But I haven't got an emote to add to it. Oh, we've got to approve it and oh shit. Alright, I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it now. Okay. I'm not ready. Sorry. Right. Back in the game. I will add a bunch of emotes as soon as I can. I've got to make the emotes and I've got to make them in 3 different sizes, so that's all. Lots of faffing around. That's an off-stream job, that. There's my spot. There's that bit. And there's my handy-dandy little spot. And straight away. Come on. Right. Back in the room. I've made a nightmare for you. No, you haven't. It's fine. I need to do it. It's just me being flippant and lazy, not doing it. We will get to it, don't worry. For the next stream I will have done a few more for you to play with. Warped Opinion gifted a tier 1 sub to Mihalik. It's their first gift sub to the channel. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Mihalik may not thank you for several minutes because Mihalik is fighting this dude. That will make it up, making him wait. Yes, thank you very much. Nope. Okay, I'm a birdie, so I've stopped fighting. And ward back up. So it's all cool. He's sorry, Carl. Why? Because you were mind controlled. Oh, I'm a tree. Stop fighting. I have stopped. Okay, I'm not a tree anymore. I'm assisting. Someone next to me is. Okay, tree's buggered off. Quite a bit of snot in the room. I told you Sav was going to drain the snot out of him, and now we're in a room full of it. Yes, it's not green rot, it's green snot. Oh, I'm a birdie again. Yeah, man. Okay, ward. Cast. No, there is quite a bit of green still going on in here. It is a tough fight still. You can continue attacking in tree form. Ah, right. I wasn't sure if tree was like healed him. Instinctively I thought it did because playing an advert, it boosts your healing as an advert. It used to be bloody useful in Collector though, because you cannot be kicked as a tree. Or I think they changed it though. But yeah, tree morph and you can't be kicked. You're literally rooted as a tree. They make Parrot the heal. It's confusing as hell, isn't it? Kicking trees is my childhood pastime. I used to climb trees all the time. I was constantly in a tree as a kid. I'd get stuck and cry for help and then no one would come and I'd be like, oh well, you have to figure your way out of this then, won't you? I usually did. I don't think I'm morphed. I can't see. I have to zoom in, guys. Nope. He has got a massive reflect and we're on the ads. Right, okay. I can't reach that one. Can reach that one. Make sure everyone's still getting their ward. Die! Die, you horrible thing. How do you know what's going on? Minimap. It's like being in the Tara box room when they used to do blind. Kill trees first. I was trying to use assist, but... Right, so I'm a tree, but I can now hit him still, yeah? Well, seems so. sure everybody else has got theirs, because I can see Ward has dropped off. There you go, and Ward is back. Yeah, every time he morphs you, as soon as the morph goes, you lose the Ward buff, so you haven't got your blockers anymore. Don't start the fight with specials, we can use assist. Yeah, it's weird, assist is. It's even worse if you're trying to assist an NT. Because they're not using Q to start a fight. I got into the habit, if I was calling, if I started with a special, I'd go specials, QQ. Start fight, stop fight. Is it fight, don't fight in Pit Lizard? Can't remember. Pit Lizard used to be enormous. It would have filled this room nearly. Especially if you had like Behemoth and enlarge and all that. Only stopping parrot, okay. And Ward. Right, go for the tree I can hit. I'm assisting on the ads. Beating on me over there. I'm going to kill you because you're on my ass. Okay. Still got Ward. So, yep. Only stopping parrot. The other morphs are okay to fight in. You get Wolf, you're mind controlled, aren't you? Wolf. Parrot, you heal him. And the others you can still fight him in, but I think they debuff your innate massively as well. That was the last ads wave, wasn't it? I think. Is it 3 he does in total? Or, you know, something like that. Ah, Wolfie, Wolf, Wolf. And here comes Ward. There we go. Nice work with the perk. So many were wolfed. Yeah, what do you... What's the English for what we're saying here? There's so many in wolf mode. It was like most of the team. Yes, he's down. Die, you dirty dog. Yes, die. What have we got? TS item. There you go. If you're a bit of a trade skiller, that's pretty handy. No teabag today. Okay. Sit properly. Finish animation. Now stand up. There we go. I wouldn't mind grabbing that on my Engie because I do use him for some trade skill stuff. It'd be a nice item to have in his repertoire. So I'll roll on that. If we're rolling it. It's the rot that kills the pets off Londis, because if they're stood next to me, they've got a dot on them plus my dot, and if they're fighting over, like here, they're getting the dot from Mihalik, me, and their own, so they've got 3 dots running. It just chews their heat, everything out so fast. They've got no HP pass. Yeah, I wouldn't mind those just for the Engie. I would have preferred a direct bank deposit, but I'll take it. Yes, I think we're all a bit like that at the moment. Yay. Okay. Be right back. I'm just going to get my Engie. Grab that before we head down the other end. Sid. I'll log my Engie in, and I'll have the... I'll be rubber banding like nuts or something stupid, you know. Get off, Londis. I can see what you're doing. Can't take him anywhere. Yeah, backflip used to be the other one. And people would spam that and, oh my, it's a little bright. And literally hump other people's heads. It's all rather disgusting, don't you know? Ooh, it's on, it says storm. Oh, you found me anyway. I was changing it to Cal. Little phone jacker reference. There's anyone that watched that on Channel 4 back in the day, yeah. I mean, you can wire money to people. It's funny we still say wiring it, even though it's going over the internet, which technically probably means it is going over wire at some point. Yes, if anyone wants to donate to me, I'd be very, very grateful. And there's a donate at the bottom there somewhere. Goes into PayPal. They take a cut. And it winds up in my account when I transfer it. It just seems like that's a really useful extra bit of kit for this guy. He's already got one of the harder items to get for trade skilling and such, which is that one, creator module. Although, I suppose not that hard. Anything for a Nigerian prince, yes. Did you read the news story? They actually found a guy. Oops, someone's in combat. They actually found a guy who did die with millions in cash notes somewhere. I think it was. It may have been in Nigeria as well, and everyone was like, "Oh damn!" I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, for reals. Although I'm not sure if it was when the inflation was so sky high that 65 million equated to about, in US dollars, equated to about $1,000 or something. Actually, I don't need to run out, do I? I'll just... There you go. Yeah, all these years he couldn't get that cash out of the country. Yeah, he does build things for my other tunes, you see, so that'll be quite handy to just sort of like throw in. Whichever HUD it goes in. I'll have to rejig it and like put something. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'll figure it out. Yeah, in the Cyberpunk game and the Deus Ex games, they referenced that as well. It's pretty funny. Deus Ex games, you read computers' emails and stuff, and there's usually at least one or two goes, "Hello, I am I'm a Nigerian prince who is looking to get some money out of the country." Yada yada yada. And it's like verbatim that spam email that you get. Oh, I've got 21 frames outside now. Woohoo! Go me. Yay. And in. Right, switch from that to add all def, I guess. The usual. See, I'm getting here like 80 frames a second. Mass Effect 2 and 3 as well, yeah. Can well believe it. Okay, trash time. Let's put that back on. Everybody's here, so... And... Let's illuminate the playfield a little better. Not much, but it does help. Always stim fiends first, because those buggers heal the other buggers and themselves, so yes. I think they can give you UBT as well, I think. Might be thinking of a different one. I know I got hit with that by something in here. Some horrible bloody thing got me. Fair enough. Came to me. Atarians. I'm going to grab that Mass Effect 2 remaster when it comes out, if it ever comes out. That looks like fun. Because I was going to start a replay on it, and Steam had like an old save. You know how Steam does that sometimes? Steam installs a really old Subway, and you're like, where the hell was this save? What the hell was I planning to do? Why have I got this? And oh yeah, couldn't do anything. Sky Cannon UK, evening Carl, back in the subway. I see. Yes, we are, and welcome to the stream, Heather. Nice to see you. You okay? E is that stim fiend. Yes, I'm just yabbering away about random. As usual. Yes, we're pounding the subway again. I think we're going to get some other bits done tonight. We've already defeated Eumenides, so as long as we don't screw up in with Virgil, we're flying through, I think. Storming through. Yes, we are. I'm just fasting around. Put this on. I might not stutter on the stream. Have a look. the belt drop. Well, last night, no, he dropped the tank armour, which I'm now wearing on this too. Which is really, really cool. It makes the stream stutter. It's no good. And I did have it set to 5 for your viewing pleasure. I'm going to turn that off. Doesn't stutter for me, but it makes the stream itself stutter. It's weird. While I'm playing it, I'm still like, I get a bit of a frame rate hit, but not a massive one. It does kill off the stream somewhat. Sexy pink, but unfortunately you can't really see it at the moment because, well, mobs everywhere and all manner of everything going on, so yes. Hit you, wait. Get a little closer. Stats on the tier gear aren't the best, right? More of a good looking. It is social. I'm wearing Dust Brigade Operative Chest, Awakened Beast Sleeve, and then the rest is Combined Merc, Awakened Bark, and then in social, tier armor because I like the way it looks. Yeah, tier armor needs an upgrade. It needs to be like make it nearly as good as or equally as good as the OFAB armor with a device that drops somewhere, you know, and maybe the Pyramid of Home items make it upgrade with one of those. That would be pretty cool. And maybe give it the similar stats as OFAB. Yeah. And it would look like this, or make it so if you've got the tier armor you can add it, combine it with the OFAB armor and change the way the OFAB looks and just give it slightly better stats maybe. Oh yes, I need to... I think Mihalik is around the corner on his own. I'm pretty sure he is. Going to be alright, they're only filters. They don't even hurt. The higher ones are better and it levels up when you right click it. Yeah, I mean, if you like the look of it, it's worth getting. It's not, it hasn't been best in slot since AI launched in 2004, 2003, whenever it was. OFAB is definitely better. I just really thought, you know, the Keeper armour is quite unique looking. I quite like the MP one as well. It's like you look like a kind of a mutant creature, you know, looks like something. The Enforcer one is pretty cool. I think the Omni one looks the best though. But I stopped at tier 2 because I wanted the yellow highlights, not the red ones. I think the yellow one looks... It's the, you know, when you're in the character or class selection section of starting a character in AO, and if you go to the Ministry of IPs in Joe, the Keeper there looks exactly like this. It's got that armour on. Tier 2 clan armour. 'Cause, 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 'cause
NT Chosen is awesome. I haven't seen that. Maybe have a look at that. I might put it on my NT. Although she's got the Hollow Island headgear, which just looks awesome on her. Right, regular slum runners we kill. Slum spawn we ignore. Yeah, it definitely does look cool. I like it. It's very good, but you need a lot of parts and farming and time to actually make it. There's a lot involved in getting it. You can farm some of it on alts at a higher level, you know, unless, I mean, if you're doing it on a 220, it's not so bad, because farming tier 2 isn't too bad. Shade tier looks good if you, yes, I have the Mark 1 on my shade in social as well. It's another one that's pretty unique. Can't see her bottom too much because she's got the blood-soaked cloak on as well. Bunch of pervs. But at least they kept that fair, you know, like the male and female variant of the armour is utterly identical, so, you know, I mean, how many games like Skyrim you see, oh, that's a good-looking chest piece, you know, that looks like it would protect your spleen and intestines, and then you put it on a female character, it's like, it's a bra, what's going on? Where's the rest of the armour? That's not going to protect you from anything, you know. Whereas in AO it's like, nope, it's exactly the same. Soldier Omni tier 3 is fantastic. Yeah, some of the design on them is really good, but truth be known, yes, the stats on it are not the best, and, you know, but it does look good for social, which is nice because you can have the design you desire just like that, while wearing more practical armour here. I mean that armour completely obscures your character's face, you know. So started an NT the other day. NTs are a lot of fun once you get the hang of them. Paid NT, definitely. Once you learn to kite, you just be like running around various playfields, laughing at how much XP you can make on your own. AoE. But you've got to really... Prove NT, yeah, it's okay. It's not nearly as good as paid though. Paid have got a much bigger gap between a paid NT and a Froob NT. It's a pretty massive gap. It's because of the nukes, calms, etc., that you get on paid that you don't get on NT, on Froob. You can still kite, absolutely, yeah. Running around perpetual wastelands with like hundreds of bloody mobs behind you. AoEing until they're all dead. You have to, it's a skill though, kiting is, it's player skill, making sure you're keeping all the mobs in a tight little ball while not getting hit by them, and dropping nukes on them as you're doing it. Once you're casting Volcanic Eruption, chain casting that on them and not nano while you're doing it, it's pretty good. Just as you get to mid-high game, you kind of need a bit more backup on your... You have to start using a weapon, really, which irked me a bit because I played a paid NT and obviously that one does not do any of that pure nukage. You can definitely kite, that's for sure. You see people at Perpetual Wastelands, Kite Hill, kiting on a Froob, but usually there's like a 220 tank there, keeping all the aggro away. Okay, it's got the Paralyzing Fear and a pair of boots. You want the pants. You're missing pants. Yeah, you'll be amazed how much more powerful a toon is once you've subbed. If you're quite fond of the subbed character, the Froob characters you've got, I would make a new account with paid characters on it, just in case, you know, you like, oh, if you convert to paid and then that's it, then you can't go back. You can't go back to not paid, and it's really annoying. So I'd make a separate paid account. Or if you're sort of thinking, no, you know what, I'm really loving this game, I just want to see more of it and expand and all the rest of it. Yeah, Gerber Life. Yeah, big flaw with the sub model. Yeah, in SOTA you've got the free-to-play version and the sub version. And if your sub runs out, you can still log into your account and play it, but certain things are cut off, you know. You can still move toons, but I probably wouldn't. I've got my old paid account just not active right now. It's possible, yeah, but I don't think it's very cheap. You do it with Funcom points now, and that's pretty expensive money-wise as well. Never go into the Shadowlands. You can revert to Froob if you can contact Funcom. Entering Shadowlands gives your account a tag. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, I would do a new toon because you'll go much quicker anyway. You got so many more avenues of XP. Just, you know, just to begin with, so. I would probably go that route, to be honest. Make a new account. Yeah, you'll just suddenly find your paid version of whatever toon is suddenly a lot more powerful very, very quickly. It's also fun to experience Shadowlands from the start. Definitely, yes. There's too little. This was the problem on the 2019 server with when they were lifting level caps and when they were adding expansions. And what they should have done is when everyone was like level 60, they should have said, okay, now we'll open Shadowlands, because then everyone would have been in Nascents and trying to get to Elysium. But they waited until most people were like 150 and everyone just bypassed all of that and went, you know, missed out all the low-end content. And there's a lot to do in Nascents and Elysium. There's a lot of quests there. There's a lot of quests in Elysium. I always do them on lowbies, just to level with, because you get so much XP on those quests. You get some terrible weapons there as well, for the quest rewards, I mean. But it gets you like the ability rings and things like that. So. Yeah, if you want the Colonist bundle, it's pretty nice for a new toon. It's decent sort of startup armour, and it looks pretty cool in social as well, you know. So. caught on the spiral staircase. Oh, bugger. Okay, man down, man down. The doc got snagged on the staircase. It does happen. Yeah, from that bundle, every time you roll a tune, it's claimable. And when you go to the one you get when you log in, it's a bit of a pain. Like that, you go to claim, I think, and it's like I get all these cybernetic assassin helmet. All these are totally free, apart from heckler juice. They're like one use on one character. You get all the rest of it. So get all these nice little early twinking things like plus that's stamina, strength, intelli, psychic, agility, sense, and then all that kind of guff. Try and keep these on me. Steam lists Windows 98 as a legit operating system for Anarchy Online. I actually tested that, sadly it's not. It is. On the old clients it is. It still runs. But you do have to create some pathways. Guess it's time to upgrade to ME. No, XP you want. You definitely want XP. I had ME, you know. It was terrible. It was a complete mess. Yeah, it's because the new installation creates the user folder in Windows User, so all of that's got to be created beforehand for it to store its data. XP upwards is fine though. And XP is like, it's probably one of the best operating systems Microsoft ever made, XP. I had the 64-bit version of Windows XP to run music software on. And it was so solid, it really was. And it was quite happy to run 32-bit programs as well. And then I didn't upgrade again till Windows 7 from XP. Refused. Like Vista was just like arse backwards all the way from day one. I was on the beta for it. I had a separate hard drive with Windows Vista on it, and it was absolute garbage. And they said, "Oh, we're going to go for a general release," and like the entire feedback forum was like, "No." And then that was like, no way, I'm not touching that. And I dug my heels in. I went 98 XP 7, and then 7, didn't touch it again until we got Windows 10. And Windows 10 is pretty good actually, but you do need to de-bloat it because they've left all the Windows Phone crap inside it. Once you get rid of all that, like when I boot to desktop now, after using Windows de-bloater, my system is at about 2% utilization instead of 40% with all the bloat from Windows 10's crap that I don't want. Zoom video, yeah, that I want that running in the background. Naff off. I never bothered with 8. Fudge Windows 10 and it. Yeah, well, Windows 10 de-bloater. Download it, put it in your System 32 folder, run PowerShell as an admin, and then type in the name of the program, the GUI, and then run it from there as admin, and it kills off all of that bloatware. All of it, including the telemetry, Edge takeover, Cortana, removes all the crap, clears all the tiles off the start menu, and all the rest of it. It's brilliant, honestly. Best thing I've done to Windows in a long time. I used to do all that manually on 7. It used to take like a day, but this is just so fast and easy. It's redonkulous. I had Vista. The sidebar was great, ahead of its time. I hate the sidebar. Can't stand it. I actually run a PowerShell, so I never have to see it. MS4. Oh, it forced it on. Nasty. Yeah, you can't. It messes with the security sync at the Office service. Yeah, sometimes you're just stuck with it. Used to use N-Light. Oh, yeah. Right, are we all good to go? Yay, we're going. Latent animation there. Now switch to Linux, apart from the few stubborn games that refuse to run on it. Yeah. All the servers and stuff, they're all running on Linux. Because it's rock solid and so low on system impact. Really is a shame. But yeah, the market is now dominated by Windows. I mean, there's Mac OS, but I mean, for games, no. You end up having to do like dual boot and boot camp, and I'll just run a PC. Plus, the cost of the hardware from Apple is stupidly expensive for what you actually get. You can get so much more performance for so much less money just by self-building something, and then Hackintosh putting that used to be a thing. I had a Hackintosh for a while. As soon as they went with x86 processors, it was so easy to build a Hackintosh. Win 10 is literally malware disguised as an OS. Yep, that's why I use Windows 10 debloater. Gets rid of all that garbage. Literally guts it out of it. And it tries its best to put it back on, and it can't. Steam have done amazing things for Linux gaming. More games are starting to run on Linux. The new Google streaming thing runs... Oh, Stadia! Or the Steam one. Steam have their own, don't they? Apparently Stadia actually works, but I didn't believe the marketing stuff they were coming out with. Like, we've got advanced analytics that know what you're going to do so there won't be any lag. It's like... Yeah. Would you drive a car that worked like that? No. I would not. Give me a machine. I want direct contact with the machinery and the environment. I want a computer that's more typewriter than a computer. Do you remember word processors? They were a thing for a few years. And they literally, that's what they went from electronic typewriters to word processors. So you created the document on the screen, then printed it. No, power steering still is direct connection. Because you can turn the power steering off and still drive. Albeit, parking's a bit tougher. No, I've had power steering fail on the car. It still works. You've still got a mechanical connection to the differential and everything. Not the differential. The other bit. Still a rolling ratchet system. Still gears and cogs and stuff. Garbage critter thing. Forgot I haven't been advertising Savic's wonderful map of Rubicon. The only map of Rubicon. Savic's map of Rubicon is the best map of Rubicon in the world. I don't even like mouse smoothing in games, I hate it. It makes it feel like I really desperately need to clean my mouse mat or something. That's what it feels like. That's the biofeedback. Mouse smoothing is just... Go away, die now, I hate you sort of thing, you know? I dislike you. Carlsberg doesn't make Rubicon maps, but if they did, they look like Savic's. Yeah, chromatic aberration I'm not a big fan of either. Mostly because I also have a keen interest in photography, and chromatic aberration is what you get with a poorly made lens, effectively. The colour fringing is something you correct in post if you can, like in Lightroom or something. Quite like Lightroom. Got no interest in doing photography with Photoshop. It's like, that's not my bag. Lightroom only gives you the chance to do things you could do in a darkroom with chemicals and filters and things like that, like literal colour filters for black and white to change how black and white stuff looks. And that's where my photography started. God, taking film out of the spool and putting it into a developing can in a black sack. I remember doing all of that. Lost thought. That's the one that's mezzing us. Savic's map. We're going to do every advertising campaign ever. Savic's maps are simples. What's that? It's the Meerkat one, that, isn't it? I'm not going to name the brand, but yeah, it's definitely a Meerkat one. They've just got freakier and freakier, those adverts. I see them now and again. Not often, because nearly all the stuff I watch is like online. Occasionally they pop up on like YouTube videos and things like that, and I'm like, what the? Savic's map. Just do it. Yeah. Other maps are available. but you wouldn't want them. I don't know many advertising slogans and jingles or whatever. No, just do it. That's Nike, isn't it? For years in the UK, we were calling Nike shoes Nike, not Nike. In fact, most people still call them Nike now. And it was the same with Adidas. It wasn't until they did an advert where the voiceover said Adidas that anyone knew it was Adidas. We called it Adidas. We called them Adidas trainers. But I think Adidas is... But yeah, we went Adidas. It sounds like you're Liverpudlian, you know, it sounds Scouse. The Meerkat adverts are the ones I use in training. The only reason they exist is the cost per click on the digital ads. Right. It is the way you said it second. Adidas. Or Adidas. Yeah, they did an advert. And it was runners on a bobsleigh with specialised footwear, you know, for getting grip on ice when you're doing the launch. It was sort of like, that was the first time in the UK there was an advert where they said Adidas, you know, made for, and then the bobsleigh dramatically going down the channel and all the rest of it. And like the whole nation went, oh, they're called Adidas. I've been calling them Adidas. Market cost is £1.50 a click, but Meerkat costs 1% of a penny per click. Now they're the brand, basically. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, because they're not actually supplying insurance, are they? They're supplying a search engine for insurance. As in using the word meerkat instead of market, yeah. Well, I got that. Search the meerkat. But I mean, like Go Compare, that's another famous one because of the advertising. The advertising really worked. Especially when they eventually got an actual opera singer to do the ads. Yes, it's my real voice. Go Compare! He does it and he's got the big booming tenor voice, you know. Oh, it's the ad cost. So having market in it costs £1.50, but Compare the Meerkat ads would cost that much. GMI actually stands for Global Meerkat Interface. There you go, there's something we've learned today, everyone. Shame you can't get any work now because of it. Oh god, I hope he gets something. Yeah. You know, he's just a jobbing singer, and they said, oh, we've got a part for you, you know, part acting, part singing. And he's gone, yeah, okay, if I can manage it. It's a paying job, isn't it? That's how it goes if you work in the arts. Get stiffed by everyone. Let's have a quick look at the Zion. Oh, it's got the shoulder plat. It's called the Eye of the Zion and the gloves. Very nice for NT. See, they're 65 to all nano skills, and it's utilities 1 or 3. So, like here or here. So you could have it there and your nano on there if that's your build. Very nice indeed. And the gloves give more nano skill. Just get the click off them. There you go. So you've got 600, 300-ish, 900-ish in ACs, which is okay. 250 max health, 500 max nano. Then 40 to all nano skills. Healing efficiency 4%, direct nano damage efficiency 2%, and nano cost -5. Very nice on an NT. It's obviously meant for MPs to be able to cast the tier 3 Ruin. You're right, yeah. I mean, most NTs can get their 3k MC and that's it. They've got Garrux and they're happy. Or the top tier Garrux before percent modifiers and whatever else. I'm not going to bid. I'm going to leave you two guys to win something. Yes, it dropped from a Mortig. It's obviously. Everyone says of. It's like there's no B there, but it is obviously meant for MPs to be able to cast tier 3 Ruin. Yes, indeed. And quite a lot of people are doing it now, and I think some of it is due to these little items rather than getting wrangles every time. Or maybe it's a bit of both. So yeah, I mean the OFAB HUD is 75, so you could have 75 there, 65 there, plus your whatever one there, and the 25 on there, so it's like 50 and a 25. You can get there with enough items and stuff. Veruca. Just while we're doing alt running back and forth to loot, I'm going to go to intermission for the moment and make myself a cup of tea. I shall be right back. And I am back. Was still doing. I was quick then. Rolling for alts, taking the longer part of the evening to complete. Yeah, symbiotic nanite gloves, they're good. An extra 2% direct nano damage, so nice for NT as well. Carl, did you ever get your IntelliSims? We're not far off. I've already done the thigh, because I'm wearing virtually a beta anyway, which is the Cognizant. Is that the name? Yeah, close enough. I just need right hand and foot and we're there. And I can get the alphas done. I bet you Rob's got them, but he's always AFK. Because he had so many bags of bloody symbionts from doing all those beast runs that nobody wanted. So we just used to bag them and keep them there for people to when they needed them, and then I think they just sat in bags still. Or he's given them out since then, because that was quite a while ago. He had like 18 bags of IntelliSims that we just farmed. Right, are we about good to go and carry on? Yeah, I looked on the market and there are some there for sale, but they are a little too expensive. Actually, they're a lot too expensive, to be honest. Some guy wanted like 1.2 billion for an Intelli foot implant. I was like, dude, no. I was watching that video before noticing you were live. 500 million and about 1 billion, something like that, yeah. They're not worth that though. They're not that rare, you know? I get if it's a super rare item and someone wants to make, but that's just someone looking for a payday there. So I'm like, yeah, dude, nah. Yeah, but no, but. Policus, welcome to the stream. Cheaped out on G2 and grabbed some extern when control was like 6 times as much. Yeah, I've got a few control actually, if you ever want to make them. I don't know, I may up needing control as well at some point. Yeah, but those gloves and HUD item just for buffing your, casting your pet and then carrying on is pretty nice. Don't move from this spot once you drop down, otherwise you pull half the room on yourself. And going along the top pulls the room as well. It's not like the aggro in the Lobby version. It's just easier not to get killed. Yeah, I'm sure if Rob logged his mule, he'd probably have them, so I'm not going to blow. I don't even have 1 billion left at the minute, so I've got so much crap to sell, if you know what I mean. Now, if I could sell all my junk, I'd be fine, sort of thing, but, yeah. I don't know, given the price people are paying for a Grace, I am sorely tempted to buy a Grace and sell it on GMO. Sorely tempted to. I just don't really have the real life funds available at the moment. With the human malware and lockdown and everything. Ain't nobody going out gigging, because no one's going out playing shows, nobody's taking amps and guitars out there, so I ain't got nothing to fix for them. The service for them, so yeah, that's the knock-on effect. It'll come good. It'll come good again. The sun will shine again, used to say. Okay, we're fit and healthy. We've got a roof over our heads. Got some Anarchy online. So yeah, at the end of the day, things ain't too bad. Yeah, it's going to be probably a normal Christmas. It's going to be tail end of the summer. Fingers crossed. They're going to be real gentle releasing it as well. They're not going to come. It's not going to come flooding back. You know what I mean? It's going to be more gradual, stepped, cautious. Because at the minute there's just lots of recriminations about, well, you could have handled it better, and truth be known, yeah, they probably could, but they were never going to because it wasn't popular. But now people are saying, well, you should have handled it better, and so, you know, people that make these bloody decisions probably shouldn't. Although I think America's definitely got more of a plan now, sounds like. I like that Fucci guy though, he's pretty cool. Is it as bad in Wales as it is in England? You don't really notice it as much. Just because Wales is more spread out, much lower population density, so I go for a walk every day. Like half run, half walk, about 3 miles. Usually run about 2 if I can. And I go down the promenade and I still see visitors from, like, definitely not from Wales. Or definitely never go out normally in this kind of weather. I mean, I go out, I've got Merrill hiking shoes on, like canvas trousers for hiking with like a dozen pockets for maps and gadgets and stuff, and a Burgess like fleece and waterproof over a nice t-shirt. So I can go out and, you know, all the way down to -20 and pouring rain if that could happen, and I'd be perfectly comfortable, you know. Whereas I see them, they're walking around in like a trendy dress jacket which offers no real protection from the elements or warmth. Walking down a promenade wondering why they're freezing bloody cold. You know. Yeah, I think that variant is global. It's just where it gets discovered first is what it gets the name, you know. It's like they said the Wuhan virus, although that does seem to be its point of origin. But there's a South African variant that's found its way to the UK, to America, to everywhere. It's just the virus has just got better at spreading, and as far as they can tell, is a bit more, a bit more dangerous. But what they've so far discovered is that the vaccine works against any variant we know of so far. But once you get to sort of 85% of a population vaccinated, then the R number is so low that you get what they call herd immunity, but without lots of people bloody dying. You know. An old college friend of mine has it. He's in the hospital with a coma with it. Oh, Jesus. America didn't care. Well, I've been seeing stuff, but I don't want to comment, you know. I think some Americans have been a bit irresponsible. But I think America as a whole, I think, you know, generally the people do care. And it sounds like you've got a plan now. You know, there's a Biden guy. He's been around the block a few times. He seems to know what he's doing, you know. He was the vice president before, wasn't he? So it's like he knows, he kind of knows what he's doing. You just get that impression from him. He's an old fart, I'll say that. They could do with someone a younger guy again. But yeah, he seems to know what he's doing. Being irresponsible is my constant opinion. You know, the problem with that in of itself is that you are in fact harming others when you're talking about a pandemic. So that therein lies the moral dilemma, isn't it? But people that's just people. People are stupid. I mean, you can potty train a kid in about 6 months, you know? And yet people still walk around with face masks, like barely covering their mouth and completely not covering their nose. And you're like, that's not how they work. You know. You know, every disaster movie tends to start with the politicians or the powers that be not listening to the scientists. Yeah, it's like we've learned nothing from the movies, have we? We'd have listened to them straight away. Put a chin diaper over my nose. Yeah, cover your breathing orifices. 90% of the time you're breathing through your nose. I mean, I've got like a decent cloth one that goes right over, and even with a beard I still like that. I had to find one that could fit. I tried the one my wife did and it pulled my ears out like nearly 90 degrees to my head. I think my face is just too big, or I'm too big. But I found this cloth one. No, and they're rewashable and everything as well, so kind of like those. And they definitely work. You can't blow a candle out with them, with it on. No matter how hard you tried, it don't work. Not gonna lie, just caught with the nostrils. I feel like I want to go around with a bag of clothes pegs, and you know what I mean. Just every time I see some jerk with a bloody nose poking out, just put that on their nose. I don't feel any difference with breathing with it at all. It has no effect. My face just gets hot. That's it. It doesn't affect your blood oxygenation and all that crap I read on the internet. Well, surgeons are passing out in the middle of heart surgery every day, are they? No. Why? Because they work and you can breathe. Yeah, well, I've got a beard, so I've always got something on my face. Doesn't bother me in the least wearing one. Not in the least. Oh no, I can still run 2 miles wearing one. For the greater good, yeah, exactly. Thing is, you see, I used to swim a lot. Maybe that's why, because my body's used to having a resistance to breathing. Because when you're swimming, even breathing in and out, inflating your lungs when you're submerged in water, the water is resisting that. So maybe that's why, you know, people that swim don't notice any difference. Their body just goes, oh yeah, it's slightly harder to breathe, but honestly, it doesn't make any odds to me. Oh, if you wear glasses, yeah. There's coatings you can get for glasses to stop them fogging anyway. I use it on camera lenses, and it's completely safe. You can have it on, eyesight glasses as well. So, you know, the chemical coating won't do anything to your eyes or anything else. You know, I can't think what it's called, but yeah, camera shops sell it. And yes, you can put it on. You can put it on goggles and stuff. Swim masks. All of that. Right, am I converting to the reflect bonus again? I tried those before when I worked in the product department. Exiting the industrial cooler. 32 degrees neighbours and coating them. Well, yeah, that's kind of extreme, isn't it? I suppose it just depends how cold it is, or how cold the glasses are versus your breath, and whether or not you have glass or plastic lenses. Glass lenses will obviously be colder than plastic ones. There's all kinds of factors, I guess. Bit of washing up liquid for motocross, yeah. Well, for scuba diving, what we used to do was spit in the mask and then smear it. And that used to stop it fogging as well. If it got really bad, you just lift your mask up, let the water in, and then just blow it out with your nose. You know, a well-fitted face mask with the metal bit across the nose is going to help. Switch into the reflect aura. There we go. Yeah, in the winter time as well, yeah, it's going to be worse. We have a very narrow band of temperature in the UK though, in comparison to a lot of other places. Like, I think the entire temperature is probably only 20 degrees between the hottest summer and the coldest winter for us, mostly. You do get the exceptions, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I run, jog for 3 miles every day wearing the mask. I'm fine with it. If it, like, the other day I went out, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, there was no one around, and there was ice all over the place, so it was really laboured walking and trying to keep balance and stuff like that. Actually hurt me. I actually started hurting my hips slightly, just, you know, having to do that extra bit of twist and stuff. And yeah, I didn't need to wear a mask because there's no bugger anywhere. So yes, all ready. Oh, 15 seconds, you said, yeah. You know what, everyone's in, so... and he's already running. It is what it is. If it saves lives, it's no great hardship, is it? You're not, you know... Look at the soldiers in World War One, etc. Foot rot, freezing cold, mud and wet in the trenches, nearly nothing to eat, constant shelling, you know, lice, all the rest of it. Not knowing if the next time you stick your head out, you're going to lose the top of your head's coming off, and all the rest of it. And that's both sides of that conflict. We went through all that to try and save lives, etc. So we're not being asked to do much. I mean, you look at the NHS workers that wear it all day, every day, in, you know, and the sores and virtually on the verge of sepsis, having to wear it like that. You know, you're being asked to stay at home and watch Netflix. It's not that bad. It'd be great if we didn't have to, but there it is. Yeah, my father-in-law last year had a collapsed lung and had to go into hospital, and they had to take him to another hospital for surgery. We had keyhole surgery to repair a hole in his lung and re-inflate it. Age 75, and he's got emphysema. He still wears a mask. So don't give me, oh, I don't like it. Because I don't care. I don't buy it. If he can manage it, anyone can. I wish I got to stay at home instead of mandatory overtime for 6 days of the week. Yeah, it depends what job you do, you see. Mine's based in entertainment and stuff, so I'm jiggered, and then ain't nobody paying me bloody anything for not working. That's what happens if you're self-employed. You've got to have a business registered and everything else, and be making so much a year and paying so much tax before they even think about getting furloughed as self-employed. A lot of those guys have been screwed now as well. Yeah, for a bloody airline of all things. I was going to say, yeah, don't you work for an airline? I think America does care, but the problem is the corporations have just got too much power and too much control. And not just in America, in a lot of countries as well. It's borderline corpocracy, you know. And they're calling the shots, and the thing that matters least to them is people. And the problem with the corporation is it's doomed to fail eventually, because if it's based on growth, I mean, the Earth is finite; it cannot indefinitely grow. You know, it's one of those. Seen some low healths on that bar. Trying to avoid the blue. Yeah, it's tough as. It's the corporations and stuff that don't care. They care about profit, and that's it. And that's a problem. Yes, you should be able to make money, but not at the expense of human life. Just my thought on it. We're no different in the UK, I don't think. Although the actual structure of our government and everything else is so weird. The way it all works. I'm just surprised there's that much airline traffic, but then you think about it, how much is commercial freight? I mean, if you're getting strawberries or bananas or whatever, they're not grown in that country, and for Britain that's like pretty much all fruit except apples and blackberries and seasonal fruits. Ain't no bananas and oranges growing over here in any great quantity, except, you know, greenhouse plants and places like that. They don't ship them on a boat. Stuff would be rotten before it got here, you know. So it comes on a plane. So I'm guessing, like with the aircraft stuff, a lot of it is being held up with commercial flights. Yes, Virgil is down. And we've got the Virgil's black trench coat, which is rather nice. Abdef, two-hand edged, blah blah blah, and then bow, chest, and gloves. Fruit, car parts, seafood, live fish, blood samples. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because a lot of the flights now that like half of it is freight, and then the airline offsets the cost of moving the freight by having passengers on board, paying out whatever, you know, 90% leisure. Yeah, you can't at the moment in the UK. I legally can't drive to like Scotland or, you know, England without a very good reason. Can't just be a t-shirt. Tourist, right? Be a t-shirt. Be a tourist. And not allowed. 90%. Yeah. Is it international or mostly internal flights? I would guess internal. Because people forget how big America is. You know, how long it takes to drive from one coast to the other. You know, it's like in the UK, you can do that in an afternoon, pretty much, unless you get stuck in traffic or something. You're never more than, is it 80 miles from the sea in the UK? No matter where you are in the UK, the furthest from the sea you can get is about 80 miles. And you can legally drive about 70 mile an hour in, you know, in most places anyway, on a main road. So crossing the UK, you know, side to side doesn't take too long, whereas in America that's like 2 days solid non-stop driving. God alone knows. I mean, places that are bigger, you know, like Africa is humongous. It doesn't look it on the Mercer projection map that you have in every classroom in the world. But yeah, it's like, yeah, Greenland could fit into Africa 14 times. Yeah, it's the Mercer projection, and it's inadvertently racist. It was done for shipping, so a boat could follow a straight line on the map and arrive where it was supposed to. But if you fly from like Norway to America, you're going to fly over the pole because it's shorter route. You need to look at a globe to get a real picture of landmass, because the Mercer projection's nowhere near. It makes Greenland look virtually the size of Africa, whereas in fact you could fit 14 Greenlands in Africa quite easily. Also makes Russia look huge, which it isn't. There's a good channel on YouTube called Map. Well, it's I think the channel's Joss somebody, but he does like a show called Map Men, and they're like little shorts about various things about maps that are just really funny. And the way he presents it's very funny, very British as well. Fascinating channel. A little find of mine. Joss Foreman or something he's called. Really cool guy. And it does all these maps. He was on about what they call trap streets on, you know, town maps and things like that, where the map maker will put a road that doesn't actually exist. You know, like they'll put a street in the middle of a park, and then they can spot when other people have actually copied their map. That's why it's called a trap street. So they go, you've copied our map, and they go, no, it's just that's the lay of the land. And then they go, but you've added this street and we made that street up. Dum, and they get sued. It's kind of cool in a way. There's loads in the old A to Zs. I found one trying to get somewhere, you know. I was like genuinely like trying to go from where I was to get somewhere else. Like, oh, go down this street, and it was like a field, a park, you know. I was like, what the hell? And then spent 10 minutes trying to figure out if I was in completely the wrong place and I was on the wrong page even, and there was just another street with a similar name. Turned out no, it was a trap street. Russia is something like 14 time zones. Is it? China has 1, which is ridiculous. Yeah, you have to drive through the field. Now, if you want to know more about that, just Google Mercer projection, and then I mean the best map of the world is a globe. If you've got a globe, you know, try and get your sense of the world from that and nothing else. Oh, Russia's big, but largely unpopulated. Yeah, how many million square miles is Africa? That's the kind of thing I mean. I'm on about the Mercer projection. It makes Russia look far bigger than it actually is. I mean, it's not as distorted as Greenland, but, you know, it's pretty bad. You know, 11 million for Africa, and yet, on the Mercer projection, Northern America, like Canada and America, look like they're nearly the same size. Is it Mercator? Yeah, that's it, Mercator. Mercia. Yeah, Mercator projection. It's like if you imagine taking the globe like a balloon and inflating it inside a tube, and it having the actual continents and everything on it in ink, and where it touched the entire side of the tube, and then slicing the tube down the long ways and folding it out flat is what you get. But that's it. Whenever you try and make a round object flat, it never quite works. There's all sorts of variations. Like there's one that's like an orange peel kind of thing. That's pretty good. The mermaid map. Yeah, little mermaids and stuff on it. Ow. He's on me. You know, like me. It's time for a bit of defensive. He's going to try and warp me now. He's going to swallow me. He's going to put me in his belly. Using the cooldowns. Mercator, not Mercy. Why did I get Mercy? I think I was watching Time Team the other night. God knows. Yeah, the Mercator projection. Yeah, we had one of those, you know, the globes, and it had like a lamp inside it when I was a kid. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. And when you switched the lamp on, it showed you the sea floor as well. I was fascinated by it as a kid. And in I go. Ooh, I'm in a meat funnel. Avoiding the green as best we can. Just, the corner snag in here is horrible. I think I got me some rot. Yeah, I got some rot. I think I got the graphic for it. See in here? Can't quite see it, so keep away from everybody else. You have been bad, Cal. Go in the belly. Which was at 11 time zones UTC. It is not. I'm sure that time zone thing is like unnecessarily done that way for other. You know, like they don't need it to be like. It's like China having one time zone. We did it in Britain for a while. You know, we had Greenwich Mean Time and so on. And then local time, and they got rid of it because of it screwed everyone up on the train system. But you can still go to old towns and stuff in the UK, and there's 2-minute fingers on clocks. One's in red, and the hour hand's in red, and then there's a little black one. You think, oh, that's not moving. Why? You stand there and watch, you realise that's the local time still running on the clock. It needs to be about at least 100-year-old clock for it to be on it, and a lot of the clocks that have it have been, you know, they get serviced and revenerated, and they usually get rid of it because it's not used anymore. But yeah, used to have local time in the UK. Sweaty socks need more light. What? Oh my god. Well, isn't like north of Edinburgh, that's like, you know, the Earth is like a slightly squashed sphere, so it's a little flatter at the top and bottom. And on that cusp, you know, like so sort of Norway, Denmark, all of the Netherlands, like north of Scotland, the Earth's much flatter there, so that's why you have such a difference in daylight hour. Oblate spheroid. Thank you very much. Yes, I knew there was a proper name for it. Yeah, so it's more like an orange shape. It's certainly not spherical completely. Have a dimage. Give him a dimage. An oblate spheroid, if I'm saying that correctly. And we have illegally modified dreadlock, modified shark, and some more armour. Screen shake. Okay, well, we did okay there, I think. I don't have a tune I would use that on, really. My other soldier's SMG, so he doesn't really need it. But yeah, it's a good run. We had a damn good run. Let me go get you lunch. There's this place with a thing called Meat Tornado. It killed a man last year. You had to meet me at Meat Tornado. What the hell? I don't get it. I'm lost. I have lost the plot entirely. Parks and Rec. I want to watch that, actually. I'm not sure if I can get it on. You need a VPN to get some of these shows, don't you? It's bloody annoying, that. Same with when Blu-rays and DVDs have got region locks on them. First thing I do is remove the region lock off any optical drive I own, because I hate that. It just annoys this. It's just one of those things that just sticks like a barb and annoys me. Yeah, when they're doing the red carpet in Hollywood and all that on these movie premieres. The movie's been out for 5 weeks in the middle of bloody China or somewhere. And there's video, you know, you can download it. Chinese hard-coded Mandarin subtitles and God knows going on. They're usually terrible quality, though. I wouldn't bother. Parks and Rec. Is that with the guy with the moustache in it? I think I can get... I'm just looking on Netflix now, actually. Oh, yeah, I can watch it. Yeah, we've got it on UK Netflix. It's a good show. I might watch that. Star-Lord guy, forget it. Oh, did you... Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. He is very... I've seen him interviewed. He's really funny. He's quite chunky in that, isn't it? What? Chris Pratt. That's it, yeah. Chris Pratt. He came on Graham Norton's show, and they said... he said, well, when they were filming Guardians of the Galaxy, they did a lot at Pinewood Studios, where they made the original Star Wars and all that, or a lot of it there anyway. And TNH or Temple of the Three Winds decide ASAP. Londis, what would you like to do? Check my Discord message. What have you done? You haven't, have you? Have you done a thing? I'm going to quickly check something, boys and girls. I think Jutu has done a thing. Hey, Loranin. He keeps giving me stuff. Like this keyboard here, this thing. That I absolutely love, and I don't care how noisy it is. I like the sound it makes, you know. Temple. You want to do Temple of the Three Winds? Okay. Right, we'll do Temple then. What did you do? You've given me a code. I think I know what this is. Let's have a look. Oh, lordy, lordy. $19.5 billion credits. Well, I was just going to buy them for you, but somehow it takes 30 minutes to download 170 megabytes from FC servers, even when I'm on a gigabyte. Oh, God. Sounds like that server's having issues. I wish I had a gigabyte thing. I think that's 19.5 billion is probably enough. I did see 21 yesterday, but Christ. There you go. Boom! And can't use GMI till I sort that out, which I'm not going to do on stream because it's a lot of faffing around. Thank you very much for that. Cal is rich. Cal is going to be buying those symbionts and doing his alphas tomorrow. More. It's never enough. More billions. That's so much money. You could probably, like in the real world, probably buy a small country for that. Well, no, it's just a lot of like creating email, withdrawing X amount at a time until you get it to the point you can create buy orders and then putting it all back. It just takes time. They should just remove I know they put the limit in to stop one exploit or another, but ultimately, yeah. Right, I'm going to swap that back to Adult Def. And I'm in. But I've got about 30 minutes before I gotta go. Yeah, it has Fling as well, yeah. So that's awesome. So that means tomorrow I will stream doing the symbionts, if I can. If I can get on. Oh, you have 19.5 billion credits. Already had like half a bill in there anyway, so now I've got 20 odd. You know, yesterday there was a buy order for like 21 billion. It's just nuts. But yeah, cheers, man. Really appreciate that. We're going to do a quick blast through and try and get this. That was a sell order. Well, yeah, 19 billion though. Well, that's the next Let's Build paid for, isn't it? You know. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything that I can make the master bracer and everything now, but I don't think I'll need it on this tune for doing the implants. I'll see how far I get. If I can't do it without the masterpiece bracer, then I'll have to buy a bracer as well, or the parts, and make one. Yeah, 19 billion though. You know, like the cred sellers you get, they're charging like $4 for 2 billion. And so they're twice the price of Funcom. You know what I mean? You might as well just completely legitimately and legally buy the grace from Funcom, buy the code, flog it on GMI, profit. You know, maybe that's what the cred sellers are doing. Who knows? It's redonkulous now, though. All of my mandatory overtime is paid at double time. Jeez. So I have enough. I wish I was an Australian working overtime. They're a very unionised country, so their minimum wage is pretty solid. I know they pay more for stuff in that country, but they do get paid for it. Right, do I need to redo maybe a couple of buffs here that look a little lower than they should be? So which mob drops this pistol that Londis wants? Make a beeline for him. Dark Willow used to say she got overtime for working Sundays in Australia. Yeah, it used to be like that in the UK. Weekends and unsociable hours used to get extra money for, but they got rid of all that. So you work, if like let's say you work New Year's Day or Christmas Day. Is my heal up? No, well, yeah, just refresh. There we go. And they got rid of that, which was so damned annoying. So if you would normally, what the hell? Oh, he walked me. If you would normally work on that day, so let's say it falls on like a Monday or a Tuesday or whatever, then you just get normal money and a day off in lieu. And then they got rid of the day off in lieu as well, which just was crap. Do you know what I mean? It just like they said it was better for business, and even the businesses said, well, no, because now nobody wants those days, whereas previously they did. The fantastic Stormy Bot, and there we go, Rubicard light in here, club writer for everybody. Namet, or however you pronounce that. Namate. Namate. Is it like a Egyptian pharaoh-y sort of a thing? Kill the trash. This guy, by the way, can drop. I can have a. Didn't drop it this time, but he can drop the other sword that I got. This one here, Corrupted Edge, which is identical to the one that you see on the character creation. It's the sword the keeper's holding. Yeah, Australia has much more worker-friendly stuff, and it's because they're their country unionised early on and refused to back down. So now the unions hold a lot of sway in the country, which basically means that the people that work for a living there have got a lot more rights and stuff. So it's not all bad. You know, some people believe unions are bad and all that. Not sure they are. Does everyone know the hidey hole in here? Behind those pillars. Reset mobs. These mobs feel so soft after being in the subway, don't they? Like how quick they go down. In the Union in the US, so my conditions are basically up to the regular UK conditions. That's pretty good then. But you need that because without it, you're the little man fighting the big corporation. That's why you need to not be fearful of unions. And your union dues are usually, which is like the kind of membership fee you pay for the union, is nearly always worth it, because if you find yourself in a hole, they have got your back usually. There was a concerted effort by the unions in the UK to sort of get more power in the 70s, and then in the 80s they did the successive governments did their best to get rid of them and kill them off, which wasn't good for the rest of us. Now companies are free to do full crap like fire everyone in the company and rehire them at a lower pay rate. You see, if there was a union, they wouldn't be able to do it. Union would block and go on strike, kick up a big fuss and just refuse en masse. But because they got rid of all the unions and stuff, you've got people working for big companies like British Gas who are out working every day. And they go, no, well, we've decided your contract terminates on this date, and if you don't sign the new contract, you haven't got a job. And the new contract's crap. Lower rates of pay, no overtime, yada, yada, yada. So it needs to change here as well. Really. It ain't going to change overnight. 1 hour of pay per period. Basically nothing. Yeah, exactly. Like my last job, there was just no union, no nothing. They could just screw you whenever they wanted to. Gives them a good incentive to get me raises too. Yeah, exactly. They'll argue your case for you. You've got guys that spend all day, every day, fighting for you and people like you, That's their job all day. Yeah, essential infrastructure, yeah. Well, they do like a limited strike, like police and stuff here do limited sort of strikes and stuff. They really screwed the police force, the Tories in this country. Cut 20,000 police officers across the country. And then blamed the crime rate increasing on the police. It was like, and then suddenly everyone turned around and went, no, that's your stinking pile of flaming turd. And the police don't want to strike because they know it's dangerous. It's an invitation to, every bloody crook to have a field day. Don't stand in the fires. Bernie burn thing. Bernie burn thing bad. Bernie ow fire thing. He dead. What do you got? That's quite a nice bracer if you haven't got anything in place already. And then a couple of other bits and a new MA attack book. Right, where are we going for this pistol then? Down here. So now all 3 portholes are open. Isn't this just the normal Temple of the Three Winds? Not on 220s, my dude. No. You find a 236 level trash mob or 246 level trash mob. Yeah, this is, they've created a new instance of, it's the same map, it looks the same, except you've got these gated portals where you have to build a boss. Now, after you kill the gatekeeper at the front there, this one then opens 3 portals. If you're running in with an alt, stand behind the pillar, because you can't use the portal in aggro. But yeah, 201 to enter this place, and yeah, it's high level mobs, high level loot. New stuff. Even though the game is in maintenance mode, we still get stuff like this. It's kind of cool. I'm really hoping they will do some version of Biomare or something. I'm pressing assist, but what are we doing, guys? Saying stop fighting. We ain't fighting. Have we got a hidey hole somewhere? Okay, I'm following Al. Oh, we got a hidey hole, guys. Got a hidey hole. Silly Boy 78. Hi all, what's the status now for AO? Is it gonna die? Nope. What am I mezzed? I think I'm mind controlled by something. Yeah, it's been dying since 2001 and it's still going. No, it's not dying. It's in maintenance mode, so they're not doing any major updates for the game. But since 2020, the population's gone right up and people are still playing it. It's been pretty good since the corona, since the virus. It's actually been good for the game because people stuck at home going, "Oh, what was that game I used to play like 10 years ago? Is that still around? Oh, well, it's still getting boom." Amount of old faces that came back is incredible. Jump off, okay. What are we killing? Okay, reanimate shade. I thought we were going to be killing our way down to the to here, basically. I didn't think it was going to do that, but yeah, no, Anarchy Online's pretty healthy stuff. Corner, 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 corner. I'll show you why now. Get to the corner. Do not stand anywhere else, because see that will just kill you very, very quickly. Now I've got my Toons character's got its backside right in the corner. I've just moved the actual camera around so you can see what's going on screen. Yeah, that mist that comes up like that blue stuff, ruinous whatever, this is the only part of the room it doesn't come. Runic detonation. If you're there when that pops, it's gonna sting a bit. See, those pets have died purely from the effect of that ruinous detonation or whatever. Literally killed them off. Unfortunately, pets will sometimes stand where they ought not to. Runic Detonation, that's the name of it. Literally got about 10 minutes left, guys. They added daily reward logins. There's here Pyramid of Home, the subway that we've just been in, the new high-level subway, and this place, new high-level Temple of the Three Winds. So it's familiar territory. We kind of know our way around it, but it is different. Oh, someone looking. I don't know. What did it drop? Anything? The high-level version of the gloves. High-level version of that and some armor. I don't need any of that. Wait out here. We pull out the trash. I'll pass on any of that loot. It's okay, but nah. I think I can go for that. So we're going to do this pistol and then call it a night. I don't think I'm going to have time to make it down to Big Azzy. And, well, yeah, I was waiting for the wind caller to come flying through first. Always take out the big guys first. Rule of thumb. Especially the ones with the white robes. They heal a lot. I came in here solo just to test the waters when it opened. And I couldn't take stuff down. I had to go back and get a shade to kill stuff. It was nuts. I soloed the middle boss, but that was about it. I couldn't get any further. I might be able to do it. It's just it could take it like another 30 odd minutes or something, you know. Ooh, camera's decided this room's... It likes this room better now. Found a way through the door. It's freaky when the camera does that. And the seraphic... Yeah, they do drop a high version of the robe, but you have to be 201. It's all right if you've got nothing else. It's something to wear and level in. Oh, he's just getting snared. Fight him in here. Whoa, all three. Okay, that's going to be interesting. We're going to reset and run into the big room. Okay. We fighting or resetting? Brown trousers moment, everyone. We will pick it up. We will get it working. Yeah, they're not nearly as deadly as the ones in the subway. And they don't have redonkulous amounts of HP like the ones in the subway do. Which is what makes the subway take as long as it does, is the trash mobs all have ridiculous HP. ...20 FPS in ICC on a 5950X and 3080. Though I am transcoding a bunch... Oh, shut up! My system would catch fire if I did that. Don't go in the red one. From H264 to 265. Don't worry, I have a bunch of parts coming for a custom water loop and I'll be all fine. You will be, yeah. It's all pie in the sky for me this year, my friend. I mean, 2022 before I can probably think about a hardware upgrade, and I probably do need one. 2012 I built this system, so it's kind of showing its age now. It does okay, it's fine for AO and stuff, you know. But like Cyberpunk, I can just about play it on low at 30 frames a second. It was gutted. It's playable though, even at that, because it's like an RPG. If you play it like an RPG, it's stealth, and I used all the smart weapons and hacking rather than trying to aim. Because that's real hard at like less than 60 frames or even 40 frames a second I could manage. Red is bad, yes. ...2022 is when stock will be available again, yeah. That's when people will actually be able to get a 30 series graphics card, yeah. Green one, yellow one, all of them but the red ones. Yeah, apparently the red one you don't want to go in, although the first time I did this I just totally ignored all the portholes and didn't go in any of them and it was fine. Oh, someone has just dinged. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Dr. What? Dr. Odiger has reached enlightenment. Congrats. Yes, I can read you in guild chat, but I'm on number 1. I was in a boss fight. And number 2, I'm on stream as well. I'm legally blind and play Vibrail. Yes. Me trying to read purple text on this screen from the distance I am from it. Alright, we're nearly 9 o'clock. Are you, Sav, are you going to need to go get your bubbly bath and everything? It says bubbly bath, dark chocolate, yada yada. Let's clear all the debuffs, there we go. Yeah, Sav's got to go. It's 9 o'clock and I want to catch the shops again, so I'm still losing tons of bloody... what's this? Gift of the Present. Is that one of his debuffs? I thought that would go with... No, it won't. It's not. It's only got 30 seconds left, and then... Yeah, I set an alarm for 9, so I wouldn't miss. Hang on. Ooh. So did you get your pistol? Have you got it? I don't need anything. 1080 H.264 to 1080 H.265 with Carl Stream on one monitor and AO on the other, and it's still transcoding at over 100 frames. So there you go. Londis has got Envoy to Chaos. There you go. Burst Fling, level from 201. That's pretty tidy for a pistol. And it buffs multi-range as well. Handy. Right, is anyone else streaming the Anarchy tonight? Hopefully. Kron is here. Looks like he's live. Let's have a look. Yeah, seems to be. Okay. Is he? No, it's gone off again. That's just so weird. Looks like he's live, and then when you go it, he's not. Try again. Oh, he's back again. Okay. Yeah, because you can't raid to a channel that isn't streaming, so... Yeah, it kind of started, then stopped for me, but... Okay then, folks. Thank you, everyone on the stream. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for the follows. And thank you, Juicy, very much for the Grace donation you just gave me. I am going to go and raid... Crone, who is also doing the Anarchy online, so we'll go along, say hi, annoy him as much as you possibly can. Okay, folks, bye for now.